Hello, welcome. How's everyone doing today? So, as you can see on screen, I've decided to play Boros cycling for this league. Should be interesting. Hello, Unicorn. How are you doing this afternoon? I guess yeah, it's afternoon for you now. So, I'm not sold on this deck list. I think it's fine. I just didn't have anything else really prepared for today, so that's what we're playing. I didn't want to play Team Adventures again. Team Adventures was fine. It just didn't. I didn't do very well, so I'd rather get some more best of three practice in before I took it into a big event. Okay, so let's see. I just keep waiting for pairings. So yeah, any questions on this? Let me know. I realize the text is hard to see in this view. It's easier to see when we're in game. So for anyone not familiar with the Judge Academy Judge League, essentially what it is every Saturday there are two events. One at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time and one at 11 p.m. And essentially, what happens is you play 4 rounds, and they take the better of the two records. So if you go 4-0 in the at noon, you don't have to play the 11. If you go 0-4, you should probably play the 11 if you can. However, what it is you get ranked based on your judge region. Am I muted? I don't think so. No, it doesn't say that I'm muted. Oh. Oh, okay. Because Streamlabs says that I'm coming through with volume, but anyway. So yeah, we randomly hear some static. That is really weird. Hmm. Let me try something real quick. See if that fixes it for you. All right. So did that make it any better for you, Uniform? Hopefully it did. If you can hear me, let me know. Otherwise, I'll assume that it's still all staticky for you, which would be weird. Let's see. Oh, okay. Cool. Hey, Roll, what's up, man? Roll sixes, can you hear me all right? Or is it just static for you two? Okay, great. So if there was a problem, hopefully I fixed it. If not, there is static though. That's weird. I'm not sure what's going on. I'll have to try a different mic next time. It might be my headset if there's something wrong with the wiring. So anyway, yeah. So the Judge League, we play 2 events a day, 4 rounds each event. It's only on Saturdays, and then you get ranked in your region. So currently, I am ranked 8th in the Canadian region, and the idea is that if you finish in the top 8, there's a little goodie bag to get sent to you with our judge promos. If we man up top 4 in our region, we get to play for um, our likeness on a token. So top 4 in each region will play in a larger tournament, and then the winner of that tournament gets their likeness on a token. Currently, we are 9 points out of fourth place, so a good showing over the next couple of weeks should get us into that event. This could be exciting. I will definitely try the static issue fixed for next time, though. I have an idea what it might be. Um, we'll see if I can't get that sorted out. So yeah, Roll, as you can see, we're playing cycling today. Hopefully it doesn't crash and burn, kind of like Team Mirror Adventures did yesterday. Although that was more my fault than the deck's fault. Yeah, the cycling deck has been pretty popular, and even with Blurus. So, um, I'm not sure how the change affects this deck in particular. Um, I know for decks like Mono Red Obosh, the change to companion rule was pretty detrimental. All right, no worries, Unicorn. I appreciate the lurk. It's great to have you here. If we don't do well in this event, um, then there's a chance that I'll play the one later tonight. The thing is I might be a little intoxicated for that one, so we'll see. It could be a lot of fun though. Yeah, I've also played the mono red deck, close to Seth Fan Seth Manfield's one. Um, the deck is really good. I really I enjoy it. It's weird because I enjoy playing a deck that doesn't have swamps in it. And mono red's usually not my speed. Okay, so we have pairings, so we're gonna go grab that. We are playing. Oh, Miguel. Okay. You know, if you want to call Roll Six's little Rolly in this chat, I'm not going to. I'm not going to say no. Check in. Click to copy. Save. All I changed was the thing. Direct challenge. Challenge. All right, and away we go. I heard something go ding. I think that's our opponent saying good luck. I will check that while this stream is loading. It was. All right, and we're on the draw. That's unfortunate. It might not be too bad actually. It gives us an extra card, which is sometimes important in this, depending on what we're playing, what we're up against too. Oh boy. So we don't have a turn one fox. That's a little scary. Our opponent is also playing a lure stack and is taking a mulligan. So the question is, how aggressively do we mulligan to a fox or to 2 lands? I think I want to mulligan to 2 lands. It's hard to mulligan this hand away because we have 2 of our cycling payoffs and a bunch of cyclers. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna ship it. Well, that could have been better. Um, I think this one we're gonna keep because if we hit the plains, because we're on the draw, if we hit the plains, we're in good shape. Otherwise, we have 3 ways to try and find it. So I think this one we're gonna keep, and we're gonna send the memory leak away. Oh yeah, we're playing cycling. Sorry. I will try to be more descriptive for you, Unicorn. So our opponent is on a Moldify. Our hand is Mountain, Fox, Rescuer, Starting Development, Footfall Crater, and Go for Blood. And we didn't hit a Plains. Our Go for Blood was our draw for the turn. Why no webcam? My setup isn't very conducive to a webcam. The way that the webcam faces, it looks right into my bathroom. So I'm working on fixing that. That was not a planes either. So once I get that fixed, then we'll have a webcam. That's not a planes either. Oh, this is bad. All right, let's see if we can't find a planes. That's not planes. There's the planes. All right, now we're in business. It is true. Yesterday I played against a three color version of this. They were actually playing Black Mana. You don't want bathroom view unicorn. I was playing Black Mana so it could actually cast the memory leaks, and I didn't think it was the greatest setup. To be fair, all right, we're just gonna play a fox. There was some consideration to playing a rescuer there instead, but since we have a Zenith Flare in hand and a Dranath healer, I kind of wanted to get the fox going. Um, and playing the fox gives us two cycles at the end of their turn, whereas playing a rescuer would have only gave us one. Three colors is not the only way. Uh, that's interesting. I think I'm gonna block here. I'm not sure why they would attack like that. Unless they have a go for blood, but that would seem weird. Huh. So I think I let this go now. Because we have the rescuer and I want to have a 1 mana cycler for next turn, I think I'm gonna let this Zenith Flare go. And sweet, we drew a land. Alright, so we're gonna play Rescuer, and then we're gonna shock this Sacred Conjuring, and then we're gonna cycle the Memory Leak, and then next turn, we on their turn we get to make another 1/1. Four colors. Yeah, I mean I've played some four color decks. They're fun. Alright. I think they have another Zenith Flare in hand. I wonder if they're flooded on flares. So what I'm gonna do is double block here and see what happens. Worst case scenario, they Zenith Flare one of our 1/1s. I think we're okay with that. Oh, fight is one. Interesting addition to the main deck is fight is one. I haven't made that conversion yet. There's currently 13 Canadian judges listed. So we're gonna cast this so we can start trying to bring down the life totals a bit here. I'll play this talent. So I think the current leader has 33 match points. I think we've been going for about a month. I've missed a couple weeks, which is unfortunate. Alright, so we cycled the Stinger. We found another 1 mana cycler, which is great. So we're gonna hold on to that for next turn. Ooh, we found ourselves a third rescuer. So I think I'm just going to try and go wide and play both the rescuers out. It is going to leave us only one cycle, because we only have the one cycler and 1 mana left, and I think that's okay. I'm going to try and go wide and then use the Zenith Flare to end the game. Alright, so our opponent casts the Lure. So what do you have in your that you can play? You don't have any permanents in your graveyard currently? So this Lurrus might be what we actually Zenith flare first. We'll see what we hit off this ambush. Because we also have a Lurrus that we can put into our hand and get ready to cast the next turn if we don't find anything else relevant. That's not a relevant card. That was. Alright. So if we play the planes. If I pick up this Lurrus, I can cycle the healer. Or I can pick up the Lurrus and just cast it and just go try to go ham next turn. Either way, we're picking this up. So I think we're gonna wait. We're gonna try and find an. We're gonna cycle this Granite Healer. Oh hey Avery, how's it going? Thanks for the follow, man. We're going to cycle this Granite Healer. Try and find another cycler, and just keep going wide. So we could attack with our 4 tokens, but attacking into the Lurrus doesn't feel very good. Alright, we did find another cycler for next turn, so we can continue to go wide. No attacks this turn. So next turn what we can do is we could Zenith Flare the Lurrus, and then attack with everything, because everything it trades all across the board, but we might be able to get enough damage in. Ideally we draw a Go for Blood here, then we can Go for Blood the Lurrus. Oh no, Avery, it's okay. I promise it's okay. That's a Flourishing Box. That's scary. That is kind of a cute emote, though. But I promise you don't have to cry. It's okay. You're here now. That's what matters. And we're going to cycle the boom to make a bunch of dudes. Huh. We drew another Zenith Flare. Thanks. Alright, so you can cast this Lurrus and put another Stinger into play. And then I think we just win next turn. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that cancels all these out. But they're going to block here. So block, 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 block here. And 2, so that's 7 tokens get through, put them to 9, put them to 12. I think that's lethal. Yeah, so I'm going to actually try to end the game right now. Because I don't want to give them an untap in case this... I hope this card isn't a flare, but it might be. I would assume if this wasn't a flare, they would have cycled before blockers so that they could get an extra token to block. I could be wrong. Well, I'm pretty sure they can't survive, so we'll see. Alright, move damage. So they're going to be at 10? Yeah, okay. So, an interesting thing to think about here is whether or not we flare them now. They have 9, so their flare is worth 7. So even if this is a flare, they're just dead because our flares were 17. Well, we correctly pegged them on having flare in our hand. Woohoo! 6 viewers! Thanks, everyone. Alright, so sideboarding against this deck. I think we want the Apostles, as Apostle will eat their graveyards so we take the cyclones away. Hey, we're getting there. I'll take it. It's good. Scorching Dragonfire, I think, is also very good, as it gives us ways, again, of continuing to exile their stuff. And then I just trim on the cyclers we can't cast. I mean, it's not great to trim on the cyclers we can't cast, but I think it's okay. Oh, thanks, Roll. I appreciate that. Alright, so this hand is mediocre. We don't have anything to do on one except for a cycle. If we find a red source, I think we're okay. So finding a land would be really good. It is hard to throw back a hand with Apostle Purifying Light, so I think we gotta keep this. Thankfully, our opponent didn't have Fox on one. I'm just going to cycle right away instead of waiting until end step. We're not hiding any information in this game. That was terrible. Need a land. Roll sixes is now Little Rolly. I can get behind that, I think. Sorry, Roll. Oh, that's terrible. So we haven't drawn a land. We were pretty desperate to hit a land there. We finally hit a mountain. The problem is this Fox is going to get really big. And our 2 Scorching Dragonfires aren't going to be enough to kill it now. We really needed to find a mountain on that. Yeah, the cycle hitting the mountain was good. Rescuer, yep. Okay, so now our Scorching Dragonfire can kill this Flourishing Fox because they cast the Rescuer instead. Yep, resolve all, please. Thank you. Another land would be great. That is not what the land I wanted for Christmas, though. That's okay. We're gonna kill this fox. That was his biggest way out. Of course, he just had another one, but I think playing this rescuer before getting the fox above 3/3 was better. Oh, interesting tech in the Soul Guide Lantern. So now I think this is going to come down to who can go wider, and we're behind on that race because we both have cards to fight the graveyard. I just not drawing lands. Let's see. Oh, we've got to kill this fox again. No, I don't have the Rona. I get scratchy when I talk a lot. Pretty sure my roommates would be upset with me if I ended up catching that crap.
Yep.
As I hear yelps from the other room. So I'm pretty sure we're just dead here, right? Yeah, okay. Let's go to game 3. We needed to draw lands, we didn't get them. So I think our sideboarding stays the same. I like the Apostles and the Scorching Dragonfires. You would be upset if I caught that disaster? I see it, Unicorn. I see it. So this hand's much better. We have 3 lands, 2 mountains, and a plains, a healer, a rescuer, a development, and a go for blood. So this hand is an easy keep. Oh, you heard that? Okay. We're gonna lead on mountain. Unfortunately, we don't have a fox. I thought that was funny too. All right. So now we get to have the advantage on the go wide if they have the Soul Guide Lantern. Hopefully we find our Apostle before they find their Lantern. That's a Fox. That's actually okay. No, because they can make it a 2/2, which is bigger than what our Gopher Bloods can kill. Oh no, Avery, that's terrible. I'm sorry that you have employees that are dealing with that. All right, so I think the play here is to just kill this fox with Scorching Dragonfire, create a 1/1, and then attack for 3. Yep, you can have your 2/2 fox. All right, so we're drawing reasonably well here. We could definitely use another land, and then we're gonna have to pick this Lurrus up eventually, I think. All right, that sounds good, man. You stay safe though. All right, we found another land, which is great. So now we can actually cast a spell and cycle twice this turn. Or, actually, what I think we're going to do is we're going to cast this Gopher Blood, and we're going to kill their Rescuer. Yeah, they get a 1/1. And then we're going to... I think we're just going to cast this Healer. I think trying to get ahead... If we can get ahead in any of the metrics, right? So life, on board... They're ahead of us in cards in hand, but if we can start pushing our life total up, it makes it harder for their Dryness Stinger or their Flayers to kill us. Speak of Zenith Flare, it appears. I think I'm gonna cycle this healer, make a 1/1 gain life. We have a relatively large stack. Alright, so we do another Gopher Blood. I'm gonna offer this trade of the healer for their stinger and see if they take it. Just as it gets us a little bit further in the life total range if they don't. See, now I could force the trade by Gopher Blood killing it and then cycling a Gopher Blood and then killing it. I'm not sure if that's really wise, so I think we're just gonna wait. Because if they play another Rescuer, I want to kill the Rescuer. That's a Fox. Okay. We haven't seen a single Fox this match. Alright, so let's cycle, gain a life, make a 1/1 here. Alright, man, have fun. Tell your daughter we said hi. We'll pass to return. There we go. That's the card we were looking for. So we're a little behind on in the damage because of the double stinger there. However, this Apostle is going to do work on their graveyard, making their Flayers a lot less useful. So let's see what's the next play here. I think this turn we're just supposed to create a dude, and then on accept create a dude. There was, I guess there was an argument for trading our healer for the Fox, although we had 1 mana. But we can block the Fox for a while, so I'm not too stressed out about the Fox. From my opponent's point of view, I think I would have played that third Stinger. So if we hit a land, I think what we're going to do is we're going to pick up the Luris and then cycle one. And that would leave us 2 cycles open, so we can keep going wide. Because we would like to pick up this healer again. Oh, that's not nice. That's rude, opponent. But we are starting to get into... Oh, never mind. We picked up we drew a healer. Nice. So now we can keep up with their stinger damage. We have blockers. And we're starting to get them to a point where we get to attack with everything and then kill them with Zenith Flare again. I should actually cycle on my turn so I get the 1-1. So yeah, we're getting close. Now that we have double flare, I'm pretty sure we win this game. But we'll see. We might get. It might not be as easy as I hope. All right, so they picked up Luris. They're gonna cast Luris. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna cycle this. If we don't find anything good, what we'll do is we'll just Zenith Flare the Luris, so they don't have access to all of that. Hey, look, we found a fox. Add a third Zenith Flare. That makes me feel even better about doing this. So we're gonna Zenith Flare the Luris, cut their graveyard off. We have 6 attackers. We have 6 tokens. They have 4 blockers. I don't think it's an attack this turn. I kind of want to wait. I'd like to get this fox in play so we start cycling a lot. So if we don't draw land, we're going to play the fox to pick up the lures. And then start getting ready to flare them out of the game. I would like to have a turn where we don't do anything. We just end step flare main phase fire. Alright, so we're going to play our Flourishing Fox. And we're going to cycle this crater. Since we actually, found a cycler and I kind of want to keep going wide here. Well, found a land, we get to pick up the Lurus anyway, so that's good. Still not ready to turn sideways yet. But we're getting there. Will that change the math? Our Zenith Flares are still almost lethal.
Hey, Jason.
Hi, welcome home.
Hi, YouTube.
Alright, so our opponent is deciding that they don't want to go wide to match us. I think that's good for us. Alright, so we drew another land. That's good. So I think now we're just going to cast... Yeah, we're going to cast the Luris. And we're going to grab this Rescuer back that they killed.
Just beside the bed is good.
Actually, no, we're going to grab this Apostle. So we can try and keep stemming how big they can get. If we draw a Cycler next turn, then we can play the Rescuer and Cycle. Alright, well, they're down 2 flares now. So that's good news for us. And we were able to get value out of our lures where they didn't. So we're ahead on that front. Although I would like to find some cyclers, but we can start eating away at their graveyard. So if we just draw a land, we get to take 3 cards out of their yard. Actually, we don't need to draw land to do it. So. Now our opponent's deep in the tank. Okay, so they want to give trample to their fox. Interesting. So I think I think in this case we're far enough ahead that we should just put whatever we can in front of this fox and get it off the board. Because otherwise it's going to end the game really quickly. So it's 9, 10, 11. Yeah. So they're gonna have to find 5 cyclers in a row to kill to just trade with our whole board, and I am pretty okay with that. And to say they only have 5 mana, I'm not. I don't think they can cycle enough to kill all their stuff. Oh, fight is one. Okay, that worked. All right. Well, since they have no cards in hand, we'll just kill that, and then we can still exile something from the yard to slow down. They only have 2 Zenith players left, and we're at a pretty high life total. I hope that link for Discord works. I'm actually not sure if that invite is still active. It's supposed to be. Let's eat Rescuer.
Oh fuck!
All right.
I put on shorts with no pockets.
So we drew lanes. So the land wasn't the greatest draw we could have had there, but we're slowly making it, I guess. This game's gonna last forever since we're both at huge life totals. Well, that was good for them. Alright, so now we're just gonna go eating everything with cycling in the graveyard. It's not as good as I was hoping, but I was also hoping we would be a little further ahead at this point, but that's okay. And then we can check. They have one. So they've got 2 players left in their deck. Alright, so we drew the Stinger. That'll help move this game along. I would have liked to have found a rescuer there, but hey, how's it going, Penguin? You made it in time for game 3 of round 1. As you can see, our life totals are kind of crazy at the moment. Sure. All right. So we're gonna go back to eating their graveyard since they're killing our apostle. So this apostle is trading for 2 cards from them, right? It traded for a fight as one and a go for blood, which is a card they're not cycling. So it's hard to say no to that kind of value from a card. All right, we found a cycler. Let's see if we can cycle into something. Second Zenith Flare would be nice. Flourishing Fox is also pretty good. That's the turn. Alright.
Frankie, come on, get in here. Hurry up.
So, how many craters do we have left? Just 1, 2. So we have 2 craters left. We could use some like raw card draw in this deck, but we don't have any. The deck just isn't designed for that. I think it's right to hold on to the Zenith Flare and just keep working our way. Try and find some more cyclers. We're running out of lands to find. Okay. Just gonna keep going. We'll either find another fox or a crater. Or, you know, a mountain. Alright, so we're gonna pass the turn. So our opponent didn't cycle and didn't cast anything, so either this is a land or it's a Zenith Flare. Alright, so we'll cast this Rescuer, and maybe we can, you know, hit a string of cyclers next turn, and then we can continue, start going wide again. That'd be convenient. Not willing to trade my Fox for the Rescuer at this moment. If we can hit a string of cyclers, then it would be really good. 27 to 27 cards. Man, all right, that's fine. So they're down 3 Zenith Flares now. All right, so we'll take a draw step. Okay, so normally I would just play this out. We have 26. They have 27. Those are the cards left in deck. So we're gonna cycle this guy to try and keep going wide and to just start pinging them a bit. If we can find a second Zenith Flare, we're pretty close to having it be lethal. So that's kind of what I was trying to dig to. We just another land. Let's see. How many lands do we have left in our deck? I wonder. We have 8 lands left in our deck. We are like 66% not to draw lands for the rest of the game. We're not going to attack this attention. So hopefully our opponent just keeps working too. And if we can cycle into another Zenith Flare, we're good. Alright, so cycle this Dragon Stinger. I'm so glad this game is being recorded because nobody would believe me how crazy this game is. Alright, we're going to cycle the Rescuer. One thing I do have to be a little concerned about is clock. Wow, okay. We are behind on the clock by about 3 minutes. So I need to play a little faster, and our opponent can play a little slower. I could see if you wanted to update this deck a little bit. Can you stop drawing that? What I would look at updating is maybe instead of having Lurrus as a companion, having a couple Lurruses in the main deck as a way of just being able to access your graveyard more than once. Yeah, that's fine. You're not cycling it. That's cool. So we have 6 lands left in deck. Okay. So like the only card in our deck that doesn't have cycling is that land. and the other Zenith Flare, because we have one Zenith Flare left in deck too, I believe. Yes, we have one Zenith Flare left in the deck. Everything else is cycling, so realistically, we should be able to kill them in the next turn or two. But I have terrible luck when it comes to actually drawing non-land permanents, apparently. Non-land cards. Alright, let's see what happens. Not a land. You're kidding me, right? Alright, so now there's only 4 lands left in the deck. Out of 17. So the chances of us drawing land here should be pretty low. Our opponent should only have one Zenith player left. Yeah, they only have one Zenith player left. Oh no. Oh no. So Soul Guide Lantern is awful. What am I supposed to do here? I think I'm just supposed to flare them. And then I'm not sure how we go about it from here. So life total wise, we're not going to lose, but I think we're going to lose on clock. Unless I can play a lot faster. So if they pop this lantern early to exile our graveyard, then we might be okay. What we can do, well, it's risky, is we can start holding cycling cards in our hand and try to bait them into using this lantern. So never mind. What I was saying is we could cast our Zenith Flare and then make them activate this in response and then start cycling off. However, let's take a quick check here. I think we're in a good spot. I think if we dodge hitting lands, we might be able just to cycle them to death with this Granite Stinger. Actually, I should play the second Stinger. So hopefully next turn we don't hit a land, and then if we hit 5 cyclers in a row, we can just win. And we'll pass. It's going to be close. We might actually get there. One thing we do have to worry about is the last Zenith Flare they have in their deck. Well, that's good. We did draw a Cycler, but we did draw our Apostle. So then we can go back to work on their graveyard, making their Zenith Flares a lot worse. This has been a crazy game. Crazy game. We're at 14 cards and they're at 18. Soon to be 17. Hit result. I don't think they're killing us with damage. We're at 60, they're at 10. Right, time to go munchy on the graveyard. Yes, I know I have less than 9 minutes. Thank you. So I guess this would be a reason why you would want the Soul Guide Lantern over the Apostle, as it doesn't take as many clicks to do what you want to do. Alright, we drew an ambush, so we're going to see if we can't draw 5 cyclers in a row to end the game. Okay, results. No, we drew one of our 4 lands left in the deck. Alright. Alright, back to eating the graveyard. I mean, we also have a Zenith Flare left in our deck that we can find. Alright, so now their Zenith Flares are worth 0. I don't think I'm good. Yeah, we're just going to continue eating things. We're going to take Dolores. And then we'll take the Soul Guide Lantern for giggles, I guess. Alright. Let's see if we can avoid those 3 lands left in our deck. We are only at 11 cards, so we have a pretty good shot at hitting them. Alright, we just need 2 more cyclers in a row. Come on, deck. You can do it. And we drew the exact Zenith Flare. Holy crap. Good game, opponent. Good game. Wow, guys. That was crazy. Crazy, crazy. I'm going to go report this real quickly. So for anybody wondering, we're using MTG Melee for the tournament, which is a great piece of software put together by really good people. If you haven't checked it out yet, it's mtgmelee.com. I'll drop a link in the chat here. So one of the big names on this project is Brad Nelson. He's one of the marketing guys for it, and he's how I found it. Alright, so we're going to update our score. We are currently 1-0. We're 1/4 away to the goal. Yeah, that was really crazy. Alright, so we have about 3 minutes in the round. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a very quick break. I'm just going to leave you guys with the BRB screen. I'm going to have a drink, grab a quick snack bite to eat there, and then I'll be back before we start round 2. Alright guys, take care. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. We just got pairings for round 2, which kind of surprised me out of nowhere. I'm so glad that the MTG mate yells at me, "Hey, how's it going, man? You made it in time for round 2. You just missed the craziest match I've ever played. Quite literally the craziest match I've ever played. It was a Boros cycling mirror, which is quite complicated, really, to navigate. And in game 3, we at one point both of our life totals were near or above 40. It was pretty. It was pretty crazy. You'll have to catch it when I get it up on YouTube. All right. We should be just about ready to go. Ah, here we are. Hey, Cookie. Welcome to the stream. Wow, we are just getting really crappy opening hands today, aren't we? Alright, so we don't have a white mana, but we have 2 rescuers. We have 3 1-mana cyclers. I think this one's keepable. It's not great, but we can keep it. Alright, thanks, man. Oh, you were lurking. Alright, no problem. Hey, look, we drew plates. Oh, it's another mirror. Jeez. Alright. So this is what today's going to be like. We're going to play cycling mirrors all day. Alright, well, I appreciate your view. Alright, so we're going to have to find an answer here pretty quickly. This is a good one. I think with the rules changes and the bannings that happened that went into place yesterday, I do believe that this is one of the more powerful decks that basically went unharmed. Oh, that was terrible. As it didn't lose any cards. The only difference is now I can't just play Lures for 3. He actually cost me 6. So I think that's why the cycling deck is popular. And if I'd really thought about this deck being so popular, I might have switched to something else. I think Blue Black Control might have been better here, just as it gives me access to a lot of like exile effects that can hurt the graveyard. Well, that was a nice draw. Oh boy. All right, so we could use a healer. A healer would be nice. We'd use a fox of our own. Oh, that works. So the second rescuer will let us start pulling ahead now. And I kind of like the idea of starting to claw ahead. We can block and start blocking profitably. Although this fox is going to get huge, and if they find a crater, we could be in some trouble, but they've already cycled a crater. Oh, that's an interesting attack. 5? Alright, we're going to start by cycling this ambush. So, what I'm considering right now is whether or not to double block this stinger and take it off the board. We can't die to a Zenith Flare's turn, but we could definitely die to 1 next turn. Because that would only put them at 6 if we go to 7. I think that's what we're supposed to do here. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to try and take the stinger off the board. Oh, they're actually playing straight Jeskai. Okay. That explains the triumph. I had actually forgotten this card had text other than cycling one. I think we're just dead. I don't think there's anything that we can really do. There's the other flares. We're 7. They have a crater and a couple cyclers. I mean, we can play it for another turn, but I don't think we're going to get anywhere. Yeah. So yeah, now we're just dead to a flare. Sweet. All right. So same sideboard plan as last time. At least it's easy. Ugh. All right. So does anybody out there have any exciting plans for the weekend? I know this is basically what my weekend looks like, but anybody else have exciting plans? Anybody getting your restrictions lifted? I know some of you aren't from North America, so I don't know what your restrictions are like currently. Our opponent is taking a little bit longer to think about their sideboarding options, which is fine. I took a little while thinking about our sideboarding options round 1, just so happened that I knew what to do. Alright, so we'll be on the fly. And hey look, we have a reasonable hand. A little surprised by that. Alright, we'll keep. So I think I want to cycle this crater. Will you stop with the foxes? Because we want to find a Scorching Dragonfire. Alright, let's play the healer up this turn. So playing the healer this turn lets us play Apostle and Cycle next turn, so we can gain a line. No blocks. Thought you were going to get me, opponent. Do I want to take this opportunity just to kill this fox? I think I do. I think that them leaving the fox open was good for us. Right. And then we get a free 2 points of damage in, because they're not going to block. And then we'll pass the turn. So it was a little unfortunate that we didn't get to really progress our board any, but we did stop them by killing their fox. Okay, we'll take 3. Yeah, we're gonna cycle an Ancestep here. We're again trying to find a, Dragonfire or something. Hey, we found one. Alright, so we're just gonna kill this rescuer. They're gonna get a 1/1 out of it, but at least then the rescuer's gone. We don't have to worry about it later. And I do like cycling this here to try and find a land so that we can make our land drop for the turn. And to come and play tap land, even better. And I don't think we're in a position to offer that trade. We're behind on cards in hand, and I kind of want to. If we draw another land, I want to be able to put this Luris into our hand and cast the Apostle. So an upside to this apostle in this matchup, other than it just eats the graveyard, is it has protection from lures. So if we have this in play, they can't attack our lures. They can't attack our lures. Well, that was weird. Yeah. A little surprised that they spent that go for blood there, knowing that we had this in our hand. To just get this back. But now I'm not. Now I'm a little happier if they want to make that trade. Because we're starting to pull ahead on board now. I do want to keep an eye on how many cycling cards are in there. So they're currently at none? 9. Yeah, we're not blocking. Alright, so what's our opponent thinking? Okay. And then they put lures into their hand. Okay. So they have a flourishing fox and 2 craters. So I think what we want to do, we have 5 lands, so we get to cast this rescuer. We're going to eat the flourishing fox because they are going to cast lures next turn. I'd rather them not be able to actually do not get the fox back. If they want to get a crater back, that's fine. I should have attacked. Whoops. I'm so used to not attacking with this deck. I forgot they had no creatures. Yep, that's fine. So the best part is we have this go for blood in our hand. We get to go for blood the lures with our apostle, and our apostle won't die. Yeah, you can have a crater on your mountain. If they give the lures trample and haste, we can block. We'll lose our. What is this? Okay, that's not a card I actually was expecting to see. So that's good. I like that. All right, so we'll cycle this, make it 1/1. We still have to use this to kill the lures, though. So we can cast our healer from the graveyard because it's free. We're gonna cast Go for Blood, this and your Luris. So now we're gonna lose our Apostle because they're gonna cycle and kill it with this. Well, they only do this once. It's whenever you cycle a card. Okay. So if they cycle multiple cards, they're gonna get to kill multiples of our stuff. I don't think it's worth attacking them. Gotta force them to deal with this, and hopefully we find one of our Zenith players soon. Let's see what they target. Target Luris. Okay. We're gonna cycle, make a 1/1. Gain some life, all that jazz. See where it goes. Can I draw my card opponent? Thank you. Alright, so we'll just play another Rescuer. I don't think we can actually out go wide this card, we need to find an answer to it. I'm gonna hold on to this fox because the fox might be a card that that we can use to get through this. And next turn, if we draw another cycling creature, we can play this and then start cycling right away. Excuse me. So we'll see how that. I think that's what we're supposed to do there. Flare for 9. Let's not and say you did. Um. Guess we'll take the other crater. Alright, so instead of taking 8, 9, we took 7. This gives us an opportunity to not die.
Also, we're going to the beach, so...
Another Soul Guide Lantern. It's fine. We weren't doing a whole lot with our graveyard right now anyway. But that means they didn't have a cycling creature? They don't have a cycling card? Hey look, we found our answer. So let's shoot that. Alright. Exile my... Oh, right, I forgot about that. Okay, so resolve that. Wait, why didn't it give me back priority? Oh my god, Arena, you suck. So, what should have happened is we should have had priority with the Zenith player to cycle this fox. And then if we cycle this fox and find another cycler, we would have still killed this thing. Oh, Arena, I'm so disappointed. Alright. Well, that is unfortunate. So I'm going to see if they want to trade this for something. Probably not, but you never know. They're high enough life total. They could just take this hit. Wow. So incredibly upset about that. Alright, always wait. We're probably going to cycle this on end step now. Oh, another one of those things. Okay. So yeah, we're definitely cycling this on end step. Trying to find a Zenith player. Well, actually, we'll fight another cycler into a Zenith player. Look, we would have killed it. Oh, I'm so incredibly upset with this. Alright. We're going to take this time to eat another cycling card. Drew a land. Okay. Alright, so now I think, because they have no cards in hand, so they can't cycle, so we'll just get in. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 10, 12, 14, 16? Sure. Cycle, make some dudes. Draw mountain. Wow. Alright. If they hit a land, we win. Soul Guide Lantern is a redraw. So So that's a little unfortunate. Please hit a land opponent. Not a card that cycles. No! That's not what it was supposed to be. Alright. I still think we can win this game from here. But it's going to be a lot more difficult now. Although, they can only do one more of these. So that attack I missed early in the game might come back to bite us. Hopefully it doesn't, but it might. So we have 6 tokens. So we can put them to 3. Wow. So we have 8 lands in play. Great. I'm sure we're supposed to attack here or not. So I attack like this, they're taking 5. If I attack with Apostle, they're taking 6, but it trades. Alright, I think that's what we have to do. So this is probably a cycle in their hand if they're just blocking 1/1s. Because this puts them to 1. Alright, so we put them to 1 and then hope that they just brick. Please brick. Go up on it, brick. Nope. Alright. So 1, 2, 3 cards of cycling in our yard. Try to think if there's anything that we can draw here to help us out of this. I don't think so anymore. This is a good card. I hadn't thought about playing the Thundermane in the sideboard. I like it. So what we could do still is hit a string of cyclers into a Zenith Wave. We're 1 damage short. So that attack that I messed up early in the game is going to cost us this game. Is it just to a creature? Just to a creature. Okay. Alright, so you have to put him to 6. Yeah, let's see if we can draw a cycle next turn. If we can hit a cycler, then I think we're in really good shape. Can this target your creatures? Okay, so it can target your stuff. So you're gonna go to 8 to kill my last token. So we're going to 12. Alright, wait. 3 cyclers in a row? No, we hit an apostle. Alright. So I cast the apostle. What happens? Alright, well, we're casting it anyway. Nothing good really happens. Nothing bad, overly bad either. So we could try to kill this flourishing fox. I kind of want them to cycle again so that they can't use these things to kill it in response to it getting away. Just hope that we can do that. Resolve that. Oh, they don't have to announce targets until they pay the mana, huh? Okay. There's one card in here. I mean, we just die if we don't kill this fox, so we're gonna try to kill it now. Okay. Alright, so how many? We still have 2 flares left in our deck. We're out of apostles. I think we have to just try cycling our way to find another Zenith flare. Or land. So our Zenith flare would be lethal. I think that one of these 3 cards is a flare, right? Oh no, it's Soul Guide Lantern. That's cool. Wow. We end up 1 card short from killing them, Lester. Yeah, we're dead. Alright. Good games, opponent. Well, that was rough. So I messed up, and then Arita messed up, but I messed up first, so it wouldn't have mattered. Man, that's unfortunate. Alright, but those things happen. So we're currently 1-1. Hopefully we can stop playing the mirror. I would much appreciate it. Mirror makes me think too much. Okay, so I'm going to double check. What time this round is supposed to be over? That didn't help me. It just said it ends in an hour. Oh, here we are. So the round started at 12:50, so we're done around 1:50. So we have about half an hour. So I'm gonna take a few moments to use the washroom, and then I'll be back, and then we'll see how many matches are left outstanding, and if there's a lot, then maybe we'll do some best of 1 rank while we're waiting for the pairings to go up. All right. So I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Hello, we're back. Holy cow, I went away for a couple minutes and come back and we jumped in viewers. Sweet. Well, hello everybody who just arrived. How are you doing today? I hope everyone's having a pleasant Saturday afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. So for those of you who are new and just got here, if you like what you're seeing and you enjoy your time here, please feel free to click the little heart button down below. It will follow, and then you get notifications every time I go live. Also helps me out a lot. I just checked the pairings we're waiting for, and currently there is one match outstanding. It is a Azorius control mirror, which is just absolutely lovely. So what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of wait that one out a little bit. I think, so that I'm not in the middle of a game when pairings go up. Um, Otherwise, I wouldn't want to. Well, I just lost my thought. I was gonna say I didn't want to lose a rank, but we can play unranked, and then if the pairings come up, we can hop over to that match. So let's do that. That sounds like fun. All right, and then let's play mono red. I'll play mono red in a little while. There's about 20 minutes or so left in the round, so I'm hoping that the control mirror is winding itself down. I hope Arena can find us an opponent. Oh, there we go. Yay. Alright, let's see. Stoocher. Interesting. Yeah, this hand's fine. We have a creature on one, a pump spell, and then 3 lands to get us towards the end of there, so that's fine. We'll keep. So is this Bant, maybe? So what is everybody else's thoughts on the changes to Companion and the ban restricted announcement that happened on Monday, where they banned Fires of Invention and Agent of Treachery? Anybody out there have any thoughts? Were you happy, excited? Oh, I can't play that. Oops. Okay. Teferi needed to go. I can't argue with that. Teferi is a royal pain in the butt. That is for sure. Whether or not Teferi needed to go, yeah, probably. I could see a world where Teferi. Ooh, Field Mystic. Gross. Okay. I can see a world without Teferi and it being a much better place. I can also see why they left it. Like, it's annoying to play against, but I don't think it's not as oppressive as Age of Treachery was. Attack the opponent. And that's why we cast first, so I wasn't priced into that block. I was hoping for a quick game. This game is going to take forever. That's okay. Our opponent's not doing a whole lot of anything. They just have a Field Mystic. I'm glad not to be drawing those two mountains, that's for sure. I think when red deck starts blocking, they've lost, so we're gonna just take that 3. Can I stop drawing light up the stages though? Would greatly appreciate not drawing a light up the stage. Sweet, take 4. Oh man, pairings are up. Alright. Cool. You win, opponent. Alright. I'm so glad that it talks to me. Like, MTG Melee, I can't gush enough about that piece of software. It is absolutely amazing. It does everything that you want it to, that you could possibly want it to do. Alright, check in. Click. Alright, who we're playing against? What? Right, let me see what they're playing. You've got to be kidding me. Alright, so we're in for our 3rd mirror of the day. I have made a critical error in my deck decision. I clicked the wrong one, didn't I? I did. Alright, let's see if we can find our way through this one. That would be great. Can I have a turn 1 fox? No? No foxes? Alright. Well, we're going to keep this opening hand. It's 2 planes, a rescuer, and 4 blue cycling cards. So hopefully we can draw a fox. No? Sweet. But we do have a rescuer, so we can at least start trying to go wide on them. I'm not sure why the auto pass doesn't actually auto pass. Yep, you have a healer. Alright, so we drew a Zine Flare, we still don't have a red mana. But we're going to start making a lot of creatures. So is our opponent. Alright, so we're hoping to draw a red mana here eventually. Sooner rather than later. That a red mana is not. A red here would be glorious. No? Still no red? Alright. Still no red. I was really hoping to find a mountain so we could use this Gopher Blood to kill the rescuer before this happened. That was nice though. We got to trade our 1/1 for their thing. I'll cycle. Try and find a red mana. No? No? Oh my goodness. Try again. No? Try again? Come on, Jack, this is getting old. Wow. So this is bad times. It's not bad times. It's just like I just don't understand how this deck works sometimes. Arena is weird. I think like we're not like even if we cycle again and hit a land, we're not casting anything, and the risk is too high of not hitting a land. So we're just gonna pass her. You have no sound or video, Unicorn? That is so weird. I think your app, you might need to reinstall and reinstall your app. Although you can't hear me for me to tell you that. See, we didn't hit a land, so we would have cycled for nothing. Grade A streaming, thank you, Zombie Cookie. I appreciate that. Can I please draw a freaking red source though? Alright, so we're gonna cycle this crater. Try to find a mountain. They exist. They do exist in the deck. Who knew? No! Oh no. Whatever. And I probably cycled. We won't attack. I cycled the Go for Blood instead of casting it. I was so excited that Cookie said it was a grade A stream. Wow, I don't know what's going on with Unicorn Flop's stream or app thing. It's weird. If I had a reasonable answer, then I'd try and figure it out. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Alright, so we're going to play this mountain. And then... So we have a couple of options here. We can just hold out and then, like, end step Zenith Flare them. I kind of like doing that, actually. They can gain some life, but we're going to do 24 points of damage here. I will work on the webcam. I will try to reposition where my webcam will look so it doesn't look directly into the bathroom. Yeah, so I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to wait here, and then we're going to try to end step. We're going to cycle one of these stingers and then Xenoflare them. Well, I kind of care if you can see it, to be fair. Luris. That's fine. I think we won this game. Alright, so we're going to cycle the healer. And then Zenith Flare them for 12. We're going to untap. We're going to cycle this. And then Zenith Flare them for 12. 13. Let's doubly make sure that there's nothing I'm forgetting here. Alright, we got there. Cue the Final Fantasy victory music. Alright, 3 Scorching Dragonfires, 2 Apostles. Maybe I am supposed to bring in some of these Fidus ones, just as a way of protecting our guys from their random removal spells. Maybe? If we lose this game, I'll try the Fidus ones. Hopefully we don't lose this game, though. Okay, so our hand is 3 plains, mountain, crater, double flare. I think it's okay. I think it's one of those hands that we can keep, and then if we draw like another cycler, how many lands do we have left in the deck is the question here. 9, 13, 18. So there's only 14 lands left in the deck. Statistically, we shouldn't draw that many. There's only about a 25% chance we draw a land each turn. I can keep this hand. It's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Yeah, this... Yeah, I know what I'm playing against. Unknown opponent, I don't think I keep this hand. So yeah, this is kind of like a tournament. It's a 4-round event. And there's 2 events each day. Okay, I will get a webcam. I promise. I have a webcam. I will get it working so it doesn't look in an awkward spot. Yeah, we take one here. I could, but that's effort. I'll figure it out. Don't worry. I wanted a fox. Hey, look, we got a fox. All right. So we're gonna cast our fox, and then pass turn. I also have to create the scene for the webcam because I don't have that set up yet. So for next stream, I will have the webcam for all of you adoring fans. You can give me a scene. I'm sure you could. All right, let's cycle one of these healers. We're not gonna trade this fox with a healer, but I didn't want to draw the land. All right. So remember when I said when we were first looking at this hand that the chances of us drawing a land were like 25%, and we have since drawn 2 lands? No sheets. Wow. Don't think we're attacking here either, so now we can block the Dragon's Healer if they attack with it. A dead body on the bed, no sheets, and my fire knives. That is quite a scene. I will agree, that is quite the scene. That would be something I'd be terrified to walk into. The no sheets on the bed thing is probably what really does it. And find a bird somewhere? I don't think the dog would like a bird in the house. So again, we started with 4 lands in our hand, and we have drawn 4 more lands, which was not supposed to happen. Not that our opponent's doing anything either. ASMR, that's not happening, I promise you. Alright, we're just gonna grab this Luris because we don't have anything else to do. Maybe we'll do ASMR as a sub goal when we get there. I think in the right deck, Luris is definitely very playable, and this one is not so bad because you are going to see a lot of land drops. Alright, so we're going to go to 1 more than likely. Because we block here, this goes to 7, we go to 1. Yeah. I would really, really like to find something that we can do that's not play land past. I would like to take a moment to look at the glory that is this crappy draw we've had. Alright, so we'll play the Luris from our hand. We'll play a Drannith Healer as a chump blocker. And attack for 3. So they have removal spell, we were dead anyway. You're right. In this deck, it's kind of meh. It's nice to have it as a backup plan for when if you play a really grindy matchup and they're killing a lot of your stuff, and you both are out of resources and you play a Luris, you start casting stuff from your yard. It's fine. You're right. 70 to 80% of the games you don't need it. What was that? Wow. Okay. I've never actually seen Deafening Clarion in this deck. Alright, let's try the Fidus ones, and let's cut 1 Dragonfire and Knight. He had a Clarion. I have never seen Deafening Clarion out of a cycling deck before. That's got to be a concession to the mirror, right? Oh, look, we finally have a playable 7. We get turn 1 Fox, and then we can go cycle, have a 3/3 Fox. This is great. Maybe our opponent can mulligan into Oblivion, but they didn't. Play a mountain and pass opponent. No, that's, well, I guess that's a mountain. We were supposed to pass opponent. Okay, good. We found a land. So I don't think I'm gonna scoop and call my opponent a trash player. Professional courtesy, we'll call it that. I wonder which streamer told you to do that. That seems like not a very nice thing to do to your opponent. I was supposed to cycle before damage. Whoops. That's okay. Oh, some pro, huh? You know, I've heard some of the pros are just mean, but some of them are really nice. I've met some of the almost all the pros I've met have been really nice and considerate, and they take their time to talk to you. My favorite one, if we're talking about pros I've actually met, was I was at Grand Prix LA, and I met Patrick Chapin, um, and he took the time to come over, sign some tokens for me. I want to cycle this. Ooh, that's a piece of candy, chat. We found a piece of candy. I'm just trying to think how I want to go about this thing. We're gonna cycle this. Make our fox a 5/5. Fight their fox. Kill. Ooh, do I want that? No, I want to attack first. You must know by now my magic knowledge is limited to I hate Teferi. You don't know who any of the pros are? Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Alright, so we can cycle again because we haven't made a land drop this turn, so we're gonna cycle here so we deal 6. 7 because of the Dragon Stinger. And then we're gonna play our land, and then we're gonna kill their fox. So Patrick Chapin doesn't really play anymore. At least I haven't seen him being played. Oh, sure. So I've looked up to Patrick Chapin for years as a Magic player. The nickname he's garnered is the Innovator, and just the way he carries himself at events, and the way he treats people at events is just awesome. So we were at GPLA, and I was playing Abzad mid range. It was back when Siege Rhino was all the rage. Sorry, opponent, I didn't mean to slow roll you the scene player, but you are dead, sir. So yeah, the Siege Rhino was all the rage, and I was playing it. It was a deck that I had kind of molded after what I saw him playing, and so I was waiting for my round to start, and when he walked by, I asked him if I could get him to sign some tokens for me, and he did. He signed the tokens. He even gave me a signed one of the pro player cards that he had. I got one of those of him, so it was good. Um, yeah, and he was the it would be the equivalent to meeting your idol, right? Cookie, like if they're someone you look up to, like a sports idol or something, and then randomly at a game you got to meet him and talk to them. That's kind of how it was for me meeting Chapin in LA. All right, so we are now 2-1, which is very good. If we go 3-1, we'll have beat the best record we have currently. The best I've done in this league is 2-2. I'd like to go 3-1. That'd be great. And 3-1, I think 3-1 would put us very close to being in the top four in the region come Monday. Oh, who did you meet this morning? All right, so I'm just gonna check and see how many matches we're waiting on. Shouldn't be too many. Although we did ours kind of ended really quickly, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh wow, there's a lot. All right, so we can go back to best of ones. Um, that is cool. I haven't really had an experience like that before. The closest I've come to that, I think, was I was driving around LA and we saw the car they used for Bumblebee. Cartel Cookie is your idol? Um, if that's something that was in the Discord, I haven't seen it yet. I could, if you share it again, I can go see it, but it's not something I've actually seen yet. Okay. So this round ends at about 2:30, so we have just over half an hour. Don't mess with Cartel Cookie. I promise I won't mess with Cartel Cookie. I leave that for Unicorn. She can mess with Cartel Cookie. Okay. Huh? Caleb Hopper. That name sounds really familiar. Is he one of in my region? He might be. Let's find out, shall we? Yeah, it was pretty crazy because I was driving around with my brother-in-law, and we were just going up some street, and we kind of both looked over as like that couldn't have been it. So we went around the block, and when we came back, we saw the license plate, and the license plate definitely was the it was the Camaro. Yes, it was the Camaro. It wasn't the Beetle. It was the Camaro. All right, so 6 points puts us at 15, which will currently puts us in sixth place. So if we win again, we can break into top four. All right. So with about half hour left, let's go back and play some more best of ones. We need to play green or white spells for our daily anyway. Let's try this one. I would try it since I've tried it a little bit since I made changes. So this is the blue-green mutate deck that I played last Friday, not yesterday, the week before. I went 3-1 at F&M with it. The deck felt a little clunky. This hand looks a little clunky. Having two End-Race Forerunners in the hand is pretty terrible. So I think we're supposed to mold this one away. Because essentially we're on a mold of 5 anyway, so there's no reason not to make just go to a 6. Oh, nice. What kind of car? If you don't mind me asking. And this hand is much better. We're going to send a land away because we have a lot of ways of finding land, so hopefully we find one. Ooh, an Audi S2. Nice. Yeah, I'm not very caught up on the different car stuff, especially, in the US. Oh, okay. An Audi hatchback. Interesting. Grim Initiate. Well, this Arboreal Grazer is going to be really good. We get to... Oh, okay. Is that... that's horsepower, right? Zero to 60. Nice. So we're just gonna place Paradise Druid because if we draw a land, then we can cast Ghidorah here, which is pretty good. Or we can cast this Sterix. Either one of these is really good if we draw a land. Cavalcade. Ow. Well, we'll block one and take one. Oh, okay. We drew the land too. Okay, so the question that we have now is: Do I wait for them to attack again, and then Shore Shark bounce one, eat one, or do I just cast one of these two? I think it's cast the 6/6, and then if we draw a land, we can mutate Ghidorah onto the 6/6. I kind of like that plan. Yeah, I like that. We could lose our Paradise Druid, which will suck if they have a shock for our Paradise Druid. But if they don't have an answer to a 6/6, then we're in pretty good shape. I'm trying to think what they have here. So if we block here, what is it we die to? We don't die to anything. They could have Embercleave. They didn't have Embercleave? Okay. Not having Evercleave was good for us. Oh, Chandra Spitfire. Okay. Okay. So now I think we hold up this Pouncing Shark, and we get to mutate onto the Sterix, bounce the Spitfire, eat the token. I like it. Pass turn. And then we're still hoping to find a land, but the Sterix can find us a land. Our opponent's not doing a whole lot of anything, so... yeah, resolve all of those. That's fine. We'll give our opponent the slightest bit of hope here. And then mutate the Shore Shark onto here and go underneath. Bounce the Spitfire. Yes, I want to take action. And then... Oh! Look at that. We got End-Race Forerunners. Now we get to eat all their things. That Forerunners is a turn early, though. It's a little unfortunate. Yep, now you have another Spitfire. Hey, look, we got another Pouncing Shore Shark. So we get to do this again next turn. But we actually get to bounce this and the token, so we're going to stop them in their declare attacker step. See, if we were playing against like all mono red, then I think the blue green mutate would have been good today. I wasn't sure what to expect, which is why I didn't bring this deck. But maybe if we play tonight, we'll play mutate. Although playing mutate while intoxicated, I'm not sure how good that is. Just pointing that out. So I want to stop you here. Okay, so they made this unblockable, so I think what I want to do is bounce this, block this. So we're not taking any damage this time. I did it again, didn't I? I did. I put a stop there for a reason, and I skipped right through it. So bounce here, and yep, take action, send that away, take action, send that away. We got a land and another Sterix. Wow, that's crazy. And we don't want this land. I am just all over the place clicking today, aren't I? Alright, so now we're going to mutate Ghidorah. We're going to put Ghidorah underneath here. Because if we put it on top and we hit another one, then the... yeah, mutate is really good. So the reason why we were going to put it under... Go back here, take a look real quick. We're going to put it under because if the Sterix flips over a Ghidorah, it's not really a May to put it into play, and we don't want to legendary rule our legendary thing. So putting it underneath, we still get all the abilities, so it says flying, trample, yada yada. But if we put one into play, we don't lose one because of legendary rule. Yeah, the Umori creature deck. I don't know if this deck actually needs Umori, to be fair. Like, we could probably take this off of the companion, and then we could have other stuff in the sideboard to help with some like control matchups. Like we could put like some disputes or something. I'm not sure. So it's definitely something that we might look into. I might look into it at a later date. Yeah, it's just about you don't sideboard. That's fair. So basically, Penguin. It's about manipulating the legendary rule. Nethroy is a lot of fun. What colors is Nethroy? Collection. I know he's Abzan, but I don't remember. Seriously, I can't spell. Okay, so it's black. Um, you know how they work. Okay, good. So unfortunately, this deck it's rough. Like I would love to play that in this deck, just because our stuff dies. But it being black, and we don't really have black. If we were playing like a Sultai version of this Mutate deck, which is maybe something that we could look at. Maybe that's what we'll do one day on stream. Is we'll do a deck building session. We'll have some fun. We'll get the whole chat involved in deck building, and we'll build like Sultai Mutate or something, and then take it through a couple of best of 3 ranked. Is there anything else? Any other decks you're missing from current standard that you should know about? That's a good question. That you should know about? Probably Team Adventures. Use Chromatic Lantern. I can see that. That just is pretty good. If we take the Umori out of this Mutate deck, I could see us running. I could see a Chromatic Lantern maybe. Help with some color fixing. The deck that you all should know about is this one right here. Be scared of this deck. I think this is one that my moderator Blazing Dragon and I have been toying with for a little while, and it needs work. Like, don't get me wrong, the deck's not finished, but I'd like to play it at some point before rotation where we get to have some fun. So maybe on a Saturday when I've already finished and got the points I need. We could run this through one of the judge leagues, but so the premise behind this deck is Sir Conrad the Grim says whenever another creature dies, or a creature card is put to the graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, or a creature card leaves your graveyard, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. So that's great. And it says each player mills, so that's fine, right? So how are we taking advantage of Sir Conrad? Well, we have Narcomoeba. When it goes from our library to the graveyard, we put it on the battlefield, which is 2 triggers from Sir Conrad. 1 for it going to the graveyard, 1 for it leaving the graveyard. We mill ourselves with Mire Triton. We have Fiend Artisan, so that we can sacrifice our Mire Triton to go get Sir Conrad. We have Skull Prophet. I run Skull Prophet as a bit of a way of wrapping and also milling cards into our yard. You could replace these with Corpse Turn. It was kind of one of the ways that we started. I moved away from it, but I know Dragon still likes Corpse Turn. So there's that. We run 4 Murder Riders and 2 Loaming Shamans. This card I didn't even realize was in Standard until he brought it up to me. Where last time I remember seeing Loaming Shaman was original Ravnica. Yes, original Ravnica. Basically, this gives you a ton of triggers for Sir Conrad because it shuffles all of our creatures that have died in. If we've had to cast Creeping Chills, it shuffles our Creeping Chills in, so we get to try it again. Yeah, it's just good. And then if you have 2 of them and one dies, you can start looping them, right? So you just keep reusing your graveyard over and over again. Titan's Nest, excuse me, is an interesting way of exiling creature cards from our graveyard when we have Sir Conrad. As a way of it's a lot of damage output. It also fuels our graveyard. So look at the top card. It's an Narcomoeba. Put it in the graveyard. Get it back. Now we have 1/1 blocker. If it's a Creeping Chill, put it in the graveyard. Drain them for 3, and then we exile the Creeping Chill. It's great. Ritual Soot is that catch all oh no we're dying, or you can use your Ritual Soot to kill your opponent. I've done it. It's great. You have 4 or 5 creatures in play. They have 4 or 5 creatures in play, and they're all little creatures. And you have a Sir Conrad. You just Ritual Set them, and then you just watch the life slowly fade from your opponent's eyes as they realize they're about to take 10 damage or something from you casting Ritual Set. It's the greatest win I've ever had. In our sideboard is kind of a mishmash of things, right? Grafdigger's Cage is for the Lurrus decks, and for Titans. Aether Gust and Noxious Grass is because Uro and those things are really annoying. We want to make sure we can fight through. And Aether Gust is actually pretty good against Team Timurit is another way for us to exile stuff from graveyards. Also is really good against Mono Red. And then Assassin's Trophy and Thrashing Brontodon. Brontodon for Elspeth Conquers Death, that kind of thing. Or against opposing Grafdigger's Cages. Because our deck is a graveyard-based deck. We want stuff moving from our graveyard back and forth. So being able to blow up their Grafdigger's Cages is important. And Assassin's Trophy is just a good catch-all that is criminally underplayed right now. So this is a deck that I'm going to play on stream. I think it's one that, as a community, we can come together and put some ideas into and see where it can go. And don't worry, I have Dragon's permission to share it with everyone. Even if I didn't, I was doing it anyway. Alright, so the round ends in about 1 minute. Yes, this is your baby, and your baby has brought us some good times and some sad times. Hopefully there's some more good times in the future once we get a chance to take a look at it and get some more people under the hood. Okay, so let's... Is there anything else any other decks in Standard that we should tell Cookie about? I'm not sure. I have a lot of decks I don't have all the cards for. These are a lot of decks I just grabbed from people streams I was watching, and I was like, cool, I want to try that, and then realized I didn't have all the cards. Is this blue red Obosh? No, this is my Lutri deck. So yeah, this is another deck that looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. Is Lutri? Not quite sure if it's playable. Yeah, Lutri. So let's look at Lutri together, shall we? So Lutri is one double Izzet for legendary creature elemental otter. The cutest of otters, by the way. It's a 3/2. Has flash. The companion restriction for Lutri is each non-land card in your starting deck has a different name. So that's why he's currently banned in Commander and Brawl, because that's not a deck building restriction in those formats. When Lutri enters the battlefield, if you cast it, you copy target instant sorcery spell you control. You may choose new copies for those targets. So the end of the battlefield trigger isn't very powerful. We get lots of fork type effects, and none of them ever are good. So why is this Lutri good? Oh, excuse me. Lutri is good because you always have it, right? And this comes back to the problem we had with companions to start: is you always have your companion. You have 8 cards in your starting opening 7, and even if you mulligan, you still have those cards. And before the change, I just needed 3 mana, and I could copy any of my spells. And if you look at the deck, there's a lot of really cool spells we want to copy, right? Mythos of Bardock, Mythos of Luna, copy a Chemist's Insight, 7 mana, draw 4. It's not bad. Ral's Heartburst isn't bad to copy. Let's see. You can copy the adventure half of the adventure creatures, like Brazen Borrower, Bonecrusher Giant. Let's see. What else do we have here that's really good to copy? Thirster Meaning. Draw 6 for 5. It seems good. Sometimes you want to copy a counterspell because you're in a counterspell war, and just being able to have that a 3 mana negate, and that your opponent knows about, right? That's the other thing. Ass's Intervention is fine if you get it big enough. So there's lots of things. I think my favorite thing to copy is Commence the Endgame. Your first one gives you, the number of cards in your hand. The next one gives you X plus 2. And then you just have a huge army creature. Let's apply the style as well in here. So I had some. Sweet. Okay. So that's Lutri. Yep. Okay. I have to figure out what cards I'm missing from that deck. Let's see. Any other cool decks? Ooh, there's this one. Here's one for you, Cookie. This is Prime Speaker Vanifar combo. Oops. I lost a card. Where'd it go? It was a Temple of Deceit. There we go. Alright. Switch back. Okay. So, this deck is interesting because it is based around Prime Speaker Vanifar and going through a combo chain all the way up to 5 for Grey Merchant. So how does the combo work? So you start off by having Prime Speaker Vanifar in play and another creature 1 or 2 CMC. Preferably, you have either a Corridor Monitor or Tower Scout in your hand. So you activate Prime Speaker Vanifar. Let's say we have a Gilded Goose in play. You sacrifice the Gilded Goose. Then you search your library for Corridor Monitor. Corridor Monitor enters the battlefield and untaps Prime Speaker Vanifar. You activate Prime Speaker Vanifar, sacrifice Corridor Monitor, go get Tower Scout. Tower Scout untaps Prime Speaker Vanifar. Activate Prime Speaker Vanifar, sacrifice Tower Scout, go and get Nightmare Shepherd. Alright, so now we have a tapped Prime Speaker Vanifar in play and a Nightmare Shepherd. So now we cast our Corridor Monitor from hand, untap Prime Speaker Vanifar. Sacrifice the Corridor Monitor, and exile it with Nightmare Shepherd. So now we have a 1/1 quarter monitor token. When it enters the battlefield, you untap Prime Speaker Vanathir. With the ability, you go and find a Woe Strider. So now our board is a 1/1 token corridor monitor, a Woe Strider, a Nightmare Shepherd, and an untapped Prime Speaker Vanathir. Alright, so what are we doing now? Well, we activate Prime Speaker Vanathir, sacrifice Corridor Monitor, the token, and go get a Tower Scout. Tower Scout untaps Prime Speaker Vanathir. Alright, so far we're there. So now we're going to activate Prime Speaker Vanathir, sacrificing our Tower Scout. The Tower Scout Nightmare Shepherd makes a copy token of Tower Scout, which untaps Vanathir, and then Vanathir gets another Nightmare Shepherd. So now we have 2 Nightmare Shepherds, a Woe Strider, and a token copy of Tower Scout. Alright, so now our devotion to black is like 5. And that's fine. So we continue doing a chain, and then eventually we sacrifice one of the Nightmare Shepherds, which comes back as a token, because we have 2 in play. And it goes and gets Grey Merchant. Grey Merchant comes in, drains for our devotion to black, which in this case would be 7. And then you can sacrifice the Grey Merchant to the Woe Strider to drain for another 7. Now, you can keep going up this chain, right? Like, if you have more than just one creature in play, you can go up the chain and deal upwards of 40 damage in a turn with the 2 Grey Merchants. I have one game starting with just a Vanathir and a Gilded Goose in play, and it's just crazy how the deck just goes up that chain. On Magic Arena, it's a lot of clicking. It's much easier in paper because you just hold the deck in your hand and be like, all right, I'm going to keep searching. I'm shortcutting this so that we don't have a lot of repetition. How much of this deck rotates in October? Prime Speaker Vanathir rotates in October. So unfortunately, you're losing the main engine of the deck in October. What else would we lose? We would lose Paradise Druid and some of the lands. But you can play this deck in Historic. I'm trying to think if we gain anything from Historic. I'd have to go through the anthologies. But if you can get, if we have a couple of, if we get like 1 mana creature, no dice, that's unfortunate. I know you don't like Historic. But I'm just saying, you could still play it in Historic. It's a fun deck to play in Historic. However, what you could, if we got a couple of decent 1 mana creatures, we could replace the Arboreal Grazer with. From now on, hi Booster, how you doing, man? How you doing? Thanks for the raid. That is awesome. I love it. Thank you so much for that. How was your stream, Booster? How'd it go? Hello, welcome. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jason. I am a level 2 judge out of British Columbia, Canada. And we are currently playing in a judge league, where we are currently 2-1 playing Boros Cycling, and we are currently waiting for the next round. Yeah, I'm in Canada. Yeah, we're gonna head out. But it's so beautiful out this way. What does level 2 judge mean? So the judge program, as it used to be called, now it's Judge Academy. There are 3 levels of judges. Well, technically 4 if we want to get technical. All right, let's get technical. So there's 4 levels of judges. You have your L0s, which is everybody. Right? Everybody's as a L0 judge if you answer questions. Part of that is you can get what's called a rules advisor. You're still level 0, but you actually have part of a you're gaining towards part of the community. Oh, nice. How was the John Sacrifice deck? All right, back to where I was talking about. So then you get after you get your rules advisor, you get Yes, that would be why you have two Judge Jason streams up. So after your rules of advantage, you get to L1, and level one judges are the judges you mostly see at F&M. They handle primarily um, your regular rules enforcement level events such as F&Ms, pre-releases, those kind of things. Then your level two judges you get into your more competitive level judges. Your Magic Fest main event, uh, PTQs. You're gonna see level two judges on the Players Tour floor, and then your L3 judges are mostly your Grand Prix head judges, your Players Tour head judges. PTQ head judges are a lot of the time. L3s are very experienced L2s. And so that's what the different levels mean. So at my level, what I do is I work at a lot of Players Tour qualifiers, and um, I do head judge a number of competitive level events. But because of where I'm at in BC, we don't have a whole lot of those. I haven't figured out how to do the VIP yet. I'm working on it. Be patient. Um, So I help with doing a lot of the regular events, and I also do the judge training for the interior of British Columbia, where I help train new judges. Since we didn't have a whole lot. Oh, thanks, Bob. I appreciate it. I will put a lot of thought into who my first VIP is going to be. Yeah, it is pretty good. And then if you guys are on my Discord, if you look in the spoiler section, I posted the 4 pictures of the new judge promos that are coming out. I will be getting those in July. And if you're interested in the Discord, I will grab a fresh link because I'm not sure the one I have actually works. All right, so this is a invite to the Discord. You guys are all welcome if you haven't already joined. I'm gonna while I'm out and about, I'm gonna check how many pairings we still have left in this round. Hopefully not too many. One. One. It's a Bet Yorian versus Just Guy Sacrifice. John Sacrifice. I know. I know there's a lot of people with Discord servers out, but mine's cool. I just want to point out the wonderful person I have helping me as an admin has put a lot of work into the Discord. Um, and we're continuing to make upgrades for everyone so there's lots of things for you guys to enjoy. Thank you to everyone who has joined us in the Discord. Everyone here in chat, it means so much to me that you guys are here. And thank you for those follows. That also means a whole lot to me. You guys are all awesome. Alright, so we have about 6 minutes in the round. So I'm going to grab a drink and then I will be right back. Thanks again, everyone. Stay tuned. Alright, guys. Alright. Since everyone really wants me to figure out this VIP thing, once I hit affiliate, I will then select somebody or some buddies to become a VIP. Once we hit affiliate, and we're really close. We're gonna be really really close here. We have our pairings for round 4, so I'm gonna go grab my opponent's name. I'm gonna check in, clicky. All right, so let's see what our opponent's on before I go challenge him. Daryl. Oh, there you go. 6 points, Daryl. Where are you? Oh my god, we finally don't play a Boros cycling there. What kind of Canadian-ish is that? I'm not sure. Sure. About? Do I say about weird? I'm not sure. Tournament match. So close to a boot. I know. I lived in the States for about 8 years, so I lost some of my Canadianisms. Oh my goodness, we get to be on the play? Even better. Alright, so we are playing against Yori and Hero. I think that's good for us. This hand isn't great though. We don't have a turn. We don't have anything really to do on 1 other than cycle. We only have 1 land. I'd like to find a fox. This hand's fine. We're probably gonna put a land back, and I think it's gonna be the Sacred Foundry. Yeah, we're gonna put the Foundry back. All right. Trying to get the maple syrup out of your ears. That's great. Well, you have fun trying to get maple syrup out of your ears. Let me know how that works for you. Do I know Terrence and Phillips? Yeah, we all have floppy little heads, live in igloos, or ride polar bears. We have penguin races too. It's great. Lots of fun. All right, we're gonna cycle the boon. We're gonna play this Dreaded Stinger instead of cycling this turn, so we can start getting the damage going. If they are on hero, you live in Minnesota, you can confirm the Canadians look like that. Well, I'm glad you can confirm that for everyone. Let's play a healer, and then we can cycle that. But if they want to trade these, which they don't, I'd be happy to take that trade. Oh wow, they are going to make the trade. Alright, well in that case then I'm going to cycle this. I was not expecting that trade. I thought we were getting a free 2 damage. Live in Newcastle? Okay. So, for those of you in Unicorn Fluff's Discord, you would have seen my the pictures of the lake that I live on. Not so gentle reminder that I live on a beautiful lake. I would like to find a land drop if we can. We did not. Okay. But we do have 2 Zenith Flares, so we're getting closer. It is a very, very awesome view. Ah, alright. So, I don't care if they have this Elspeth Conquer set, to be perfectly fair. And I really don't care if they get a land. Another Teferi can be annoying. So, I kind of want to see if we can get them to take the ECD and the land over the Teferi. So, actually what I'm going to do is pick the Teferi, the face down card. Yeah, I didn't think they would, but it was worth a shot. So now they might let this Teferi die, in which case I am pretty okay with that. Oh, okay. I'll remember that booster, and I'll see if I can get some pictures of the other lake because there's another one just on the other side. I'll see if I can get up there one of these days and get some pictures. I really want to find a land drop. Really want to find a land drop. Thank you. I'll work on my photography skills too. See if I can get some better pictures. Maybe I'll even turn a little bit so I can get a selfie with the lake in the background. Yeah, we're taking 3, opponent. Oh my god. I don't know if I want the lands to come thick fast. Remember? Oh, you weren't here when I drew like 30 of my 20 of my 18 lands. Yep, that's fine. You have a Teferi. So now we can't end step these Zenith Flares, which is a little on the annoying side, but it's alright. Hey, look, we drew a land. Alright, so we're gonna play this. We're gonna cast this thing again. I kind of wish I had my Stinger still. So here's an interesting thing that we could have done this turn instead of casting this healer. We could have moved the Lures to our hand. And we can still move Lures to our hand, but we can't cycle now. And we're getting close to just Zenith Flaring them to death. But I think I want the Lurus so that I can cast Lurus, cast Stinger, and if we draw land, we can cycle too. So we're going to do that. Like I said, for next stream, I will have figured something out so that the webcam doesn't peer right into the bathroom. Okay, you have a hero. And a general's unfortunate. Alright. That's not land. Okay, so we can play this Fox, but they're going to have blockers for days, so I think we're on the I'm just going to try and Zenith Flare you out plan. So in that case, then, I do want to play this Fox, right? No. Yes? Yeah, we'll play the Fox. Just so we get some incremental value here, and then we'll cycle this, go for blood. If find another 1-mana cycler, we'll be in great shape. Find another land, though. So I kind of want to kill this hero before it gets out of hand. Exile turret card from a graveyard. Ooh. That's a wee bit annoying. How much does it cost? 4? Okay. I think I'm just going to Zenith Flare them. I'm going to force them to try and gain some life this turn. Or find a counterspell. Because they can only exile 1 card. And 1 card's not going to do it. Are you dead, opponent? Come on. Put Yorion in your hand, opponent. Please put Yorion in your hand. I don't know how much counter magic these hero decks actually can afford to play. Because they really want to have like a critical mass of... They did put the Yorion into their hand. Okay. We're taking 3. Because our life roll doesn't matter. So they don't have enough to general us. It could be Dovin's veto. There's that. That makes this interesting. We do have enough lands. We can go Lurus, grab our Stinger, and then cycle this healer. What are the chances that it is a Dovin's Veto in their hand, I wonder. I don't think it's worth it. But I can attack with this fox. They're gonna bounce the fox anyway. So if we attack with it, we can see how they might block. They should probably just block with a token. Oh, they're gonna block with both? Interesting. Alright, so I'm gonna kill this thing. Oh, look, we drew a land. We're gonna play the land. We're gonna shock the land in. Because this way here we can cycle this too. Yeah, that's fine. Because we're only drawing one card this turn anyway. That resolves. Oath of Kaya. Okay, that's good. Please cast Oath of Kaya. Cast it. Come on. You know you want to. Well, that's balls. Okay, I'm gonna cycle this now. Ugh, that's not what we wanted. No, but I didn't say thought erasure. Okay. That's okay, because we can still... Like, it's a slow grind because this Narset's in the way. Oops. Alright, guess we're casting a Flourishing Fox. No attacks yet. And... yeah, I think we just want to keep cycling. Alright, man. Sounds good. Good luck in your game. This is mightily unfortunate. Okay. I mean, I think we're still in good shape. Maybe I was supposed to go for it that turn. That was not what I wanted to see there. So, yep, -2. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. Bounce their Oath of Kaya? Okay. Come on. Alright, if we find it now, we win. We have 2 left in the deck. Unfortunately, we can't really try to draw to it, so... We did not find it. We just found another Flourishing Fox. Okay. So, I think we're just going to replay the Stinger. We're going to lose our Lurrus next turn, but... hopefully we can get somewhat through the deck here. Yep, you have an EC. Yep. They took a shock there? That's weird. That's gotta be for... The only reason why I think you shock there is if you have the Dovin's Veto. Well, we can't play around it. Please die. Okay, nope. Let's go on to the next game. That was mightily unfortunate. Alright, so against this deck, I think Fry is reasonable because it kills Narset and Teferi. So is Scorching Dragonfire. Dragonfire and Fry both hit all of the creatures. So I think we just want the uncounterable one. And yeah, that works for me. Apostle, you can make an argument for Apostle, but they should be citing out their ECDs, so I don't think we need Apostle. Alright, we'll be on the play again. And oh wow, we finally have a turn 1 fox. Alright, we'll keep this. The first game, this entire event, we had a turn 1 fox. Nope, second game. We had it against one of the mirrors too. We needed to land off that one. Land? Uh-oh. So that last game, we had correctly assessed that our opponent had Dovin's Veto when we were originally trying to play around it, and then unfortunately we couldn't keep playing around it. We had to go for it, and they had it. Oh no, I wanted to land. I think we keep cycling trying to find a land instead of playing the fox out. If we find another land, then we can play the fox. Wow, or not. Alright, what's our percentages to draw a land here? 35? This is how it ends, folks. Alright. Well, all we can do is make them have it. Yep, you have a hero. Oh, we found a land. Sweet. Alright, so we'll attack with our fox. He didn't block. That's good news for us. So let's... Huh. Do we cycle or do I just fry? Wow, that's such an interesting thought. Do we cycle or do we just fry kill the hero so they can't keep making blockers? I think we're supposed to kill the hero. Feels bad not to cycle and try and find another land, but we couldn't make a land drop that turn anyway. Yep, it's very... I'm gonna bounce my fox. Yep. Come on, deck. That's not a land. Alright. So we're gonna play the pair of foxes this turn. Wow, we had one game where all we saw was lands, and then this one. This is more what I expect from this deck. Only running 20 lands, 18 lands. Elite Guard Mage. Okay. Plus the Teferi. And we have 2 1-mana. We have 3 1-mana cyclers, 4 1-mana cyclers. So we're gonna take Tefi off the board here. Oh, they're not blocking. Okay. So that's actually pretty good for us that they decided not to block. So we're going to kill Tef. And then we're going to start digging here. Yeah, we're going to dig. And not find a land. Come on. Come on, please. Please. Yay, land. And then we'll just pass here. I want to hold on to these Gopher Bloods so that we can, kill a potential blocker or a hero. If they go Oath of Kaya, we can surprise. They don't get to kill it. Okay, so that attack probably means that they're going to Wrath us this turn? Yeah. Okay. So doesn't really matter what we do. But they did put 2 cyclers in our yard for our Zenith Flare. Yep, that they're gonna take with this thought erasure. I think this is a game we should have won. Yeah, now we cycle this Go for Blood. We spent so many turns just not doing anything. Pass. Yep, that's fine. Hey, look, there's a land. Hey, look, now we're finding them. Alright, so now we're gonna fry the General's Enforcer. Be gone, Demon Fish. Yep. Oh, you do get to create a 1/1 with that, don't you? Alright. Alright, try and trade off tokens maybe? Sounds good. And pass. Alright, so we're not dead yet, but we are behind on this board. Especially because they just keep having these guys. We'll cycle the healer. I don't think our life total is all that important. We'll save that and cycle it next turn. Alright, so if they have a sweeper, we're kind of playing into it, but I don't think we have much of a choice at this point. We have to figure out how to beat this General's Enforcer still. You know, like that. Ow. Sure. Oh, it's not looking good for our hero. Alright, now they get to start munching on our graveyard too, which is not going to leave us a whole lot to do. Take 4. We would really like to find a Zenith Flare here. So they can take our Fox. They didn't take our Fox? Huh. Alright, so we're going to cast the Fox. Alright, so we'll cast the Draenith Stinger. And I think we're going to go Cyclone. If we can find a couple of cyclers in a row, or that's just what I wanted from Mountain. I don't think there's a reason to attack with the Lurus just yet. Trading Lurus for General's Enforcer I don't think is where we want to be. Our Zenith Flare is still worth 7. Probably closer to 5 at this point. Look at my tracks and tracks of land opponent. Alright, so Start by cycling the memory leak. Get big. Please don't draw land. Alright, so we're going to play this and cycle this. This makes this fox a 4/4. Now our fox can successfully attack through. Won't be able to because they're going to make a 1/1 here. They can only make one. Nope, they can make another one. As long as we have a creature in the graveyard for them to eat. Do we? We do not. We will when we cycle this, though. They have creatures in their graveyard that can eat them, which is unfortunate. But right now, we're just trying to get to a Zenith Flare. No, I said Zenith Flare. That's unfortunate. Well, there's no reason why not to cast this here. Alright, so if we attack with... Oh, I shouldn't have cast this, actually. I should have attacked first, because then if they kill the fox, we could just recast the fox. So we attack like this, what happens? Let's see what happens. We're going to go to 9, which is good. They might just go chomp 1 here, 2 here. I can see that. 1 on the fox, 2 on the Loris. And then you keep that saves the General's Enforcer. You are gonna take 4 because I can give it treble. So I don't know if you want to just put everything in front of the fox to get it off the board, but then Loris is just gonna get to cast it. He's gonna get to keep doing its thing. That's fine. You can gain trample. Alright, so we have them at 6. We're at 9. We have a land in hand, which is unfortunate. That's gross. Put it top decking like a champ. Alright, we're still just trying to dig to one of our 2 Zenith Flares. 3. We have 3 Zenith Flares in the deck. How big is a Zenith Flare right now? 7. We can exile 1, 2, 3, 4. We can exile 1. We're not blocking, and we're just gonna start we're gonna cycle this box away because it's not gonna get. We get 1 turn, so there's no point in keeping this one. The idea is either we hit a bunch of cyclers in a row and we kill them with the stinger, or we draw a land. Great. Please stop drawing lands now. Wow. Okay. Alright, so we're finishing the day 2 and 2. It's a pretty frustrating end to this one where we just saw lands. But overall, I think the deck performed reasonably. Not sure what I would change right now, if anything. I think hitting 3 mirrors in a row is just mentally exhausting. So that's part of it. Anything else? I can't really think of anything right now. However, later tonight I will have this up on the... sorry, I can't think. I'll have this up on YouTube, and then I'll post a link in the Discord for you guys if you want to go check it out if you missed any of it. Thank you all for coming. I greatly appreciate it. On Monday, I will have the updated regional rank. So 6 points. If there were no other Canadian players playing, I should be in about 6, putting us in striking distance of 4th for later. But not sure if we'll see if we're going to play tonight or not. We'll see how things are going at that time. Anyway, guys, thank you all for coming. I will talk to you next time. See you.